In the crucible of Compton's gang wars, where most fled from peril, Sylvia Nunn charged headlong into it. Forged in the fiery streets of a city gripped by violence, she was sculpted to fight, to endure, and, when the moment demanded, to kill. But when the Crips snuffed out her brother's life, a spark ignited within her, transforming grief into a relentless inferno of vengeance. She didn't just pursue retribution, she became its living embodiment, a fearless specter of war, unyielding and untamed. They called her Rambo, a name that echoed through the alleys and avenues. How does a heartbroken sister morph into the Crips' most dreaded phantom? This is the saga of Sylvia Nunn, the fiercest female Piru to ever walk Compton's blood-soaked streets. A childhood steeped in struggle. In the late 1950s, the Nunn family sought a new dawn, trading their old life for a modest home on Compton's east side. But their hopes were quickly shadowed by the iron grip of the Looters Park Piru, a blood gang that ruled the neighborhood. Born in 1962, Sylvia entered a world already teetering on the edge. Her family, a pillar of black resilience, thrived despite the odds. Her older brother Marcus, known as China Dog, would later carve his name as a founding member of the Looters Park Piru. Their father, Willie Nunn, was no ordinary man. A professional boxer, he was a titan of discipline and grit, imparting to Sylvia the art of combat, fists and firearms alike. These skills would become her armor as gang rivalries tightened their chokehold around her world. Her parents toiled tirelessly, ensuring their children wanted for nothing. Sylvia, in particular, was never without a new car. Each year spoke to the family's hard-earned stability. But in 1973, the foundation cracked. Willie was arrested for drug possession and imprisoned, leaving the Nunn household adrift. Without his steady hand, Sylvia and her siblings faced a Compton that grew hungrier and more ruthless by the day. Gangs multiplied, Crips and Pirates slicing up territory like vultures over a carcass. Sylvia watched, absorbed, and learned. Two forces shaped her. One taught her survival, the other normalized violence. In her world, a gun wasn't a last resort. It was an extension of self. Gang life wasn't a choice. It was the air she breathed. Her mother didn't raise her to be delicate. No dolls, no frills, no lessons in vanity. Sylvia learned to throw punches before she could braid her hair. The men around her, gang members bound by a code of blood and honor, were her blueprint. When violence is your only language, what else can you become? A baptism in blood. At 16, Sylvia's world shattered. A hail of gunfire tore through the afternoon stillness near her home. While others froze, she sprinted toward the chaos. A crowd had gathered at a nearby park, and there, sprawled on the ground, was China Dog, bleeding from a Crip ambush. Outnumbered 3-1, the Pirates were outgunned, and Marcus paid the price. Sylvia shoved through the onlookers, her heart pounding like a war drum. Seeing her brother broken and helpless unleashed a torrent of fury. Grief gnawed at her, but rage burned brighter. This wasn't just Marcus's battle anymore. It was hers. In that moment, she swore an oath. The Crips would pay. An eye for an eye was the only currency she understood. Miraculously, China Dog survived, whisked to a hospital to recover. But Sylvia, barely 16, had crossed a threshold. She pledged herself to the Looters Park Piru, stepping fully into the life she was born to inherit. The rise of the Looters Park Piru. The Looters Park Piru, once known as the Looters Park Hustlers in the 1970s, evolved into a formidable blood set claiming Compton's east side. Their name was rooted in Looters Park, a gathering spot turned stronghold where members schemed, bonded, and plotted their next moves. From Bullis Road to Atlantic Avenue, between Compton Boulevard and Rosecrans, their turf was a battleground, flanked by allies like Mob Piru and foes like the Compton Crips. Their influence stretched beyond the streets. In the 1990s, the Looters Park Piru were entwined with the rap world, serving as muscle for Death Row Records during the gangsta rap era. When Tupac Shakur was gunned down in 1996, Compton erupted. The Looters Park Piru, aligned with Mob Piru, clashed fiercely with the Southside Compton Crips. But alliances frayed. Internal betrayals and murders soured ties with Mob Piru, and a truce attempt crumbled. Rambo's reign. Sylvia, the youngest and only female in the Looters Park crew, burned to prove herself. She wasn't content to linger in Marcus's shadow. She demanded respect. When his crew recruited her for a gas station heist, she leapt at the chance. They carried her to the target like a warrior queen, smashing the window and shoving her through the jagged frame. With a gun trained on her, she stared down the cashier, seizing every dollar and claiming her cut. When the others mocked her, offering pocket change, she shut them down. She wasn't a tag-along, she was a blood. Unlike other women in the gang, Sylvia didn't wait for orders. Her family's home became a Piru hub, drawing Crip gunfire and police raids. When cops harassed her mother, Sylvia's defiance flared. One officer sneered, "Who do you think you are, Rambo?" The name stuck, and a legend was born. The 1980s brought the crack epidemic, a plague that ravaged Compton. Sylvia, now a known enforcer, succumbed to its pull. High and armed, she rode through drive-bys, numb to remorse. In 1991, the police cornered her with a warrant, offering a deal: snitch on the Piru drug trade or rot in jail. She chose to talk, but tragedy struck again. On July 23, 1991, her brother Junior, a gentle soul uninvolved in the gang life, was shot dead. The loss shattered Sylvia. Her family wasn't just in the game, they were its royalty, and royalty draws envy. Donning men's clothes and her father's gun, she infiltrated Crip territory, gathering names and delivering death. Each kill was a tribute to Junior, a vow to make other mothers weep as hers had. Clad in black, her red Piru flag hidden, Sylvia became a ghost. After each hit, she'd shed her disguise and drive away, a chameleon slipping through the cracks. Rambo wasn't just feared, she was a myth, a new dawn. In 1993, Sylvia fled Compton for Las Vegas, leaving the bloodshed behind. 2 years later, she married John Hardman, a former sheriff, and took his name, seeking a clean slate. She traded her Piru colors for faith, embracing the Second Missionary Baptist Church in Primm, Nevada. "I put down Piru and picked up Jesus," she declared. Her past, however, was immortalized in a 2008 Gangland episode, From Girl to Gangster, which spotlighted her as Rambo, the Looters Park Piru's deadliest daughter. Sylvia revealed the hidden power of women in gangs. Overlooked by police, they smuggled weapons, committed crimes, and outwitted rivals, all while evading suspicion. A lasting legacy. Sylvia Hardman passed away on April 20th, 2010, and was laid to rest in Las Vegas. But her story didn't end there. Her sister, Sylvia Nunn, founded Sylvia Nunn Angels, a non-profit dedicated to guiding Compton's youth away from the streets, ensuring Sylvia's name became a beacon of hope. From gangster to believer, Sylvia Nunn's life was a tempest of violence, vengeance, and redemption. Her legacy endures, a testament to the power of transformation and the enduring fight for a better path.